We go. Welcome once again to another Tie of the Week live here on YouTube. How's everybody doing today? We'll get things up and running, get our ducks in a row. 6 o'clock we'll start tying. That's 1800 Central Time Zone. Got all my Christmas lights hung up today. Good times. It was a nice brisk, I don't know, I think it was maybe in the 20s. Wasn't too bad out there. But nonetheless, it was a safe event. All the lights are up. Nobody got hurt. Nobody got injured. And that's what we're talking about, right? So welcome once again. Gonna have a little fun tonight. We'll tie up some flies. And we'll have some fun. We'll have fun twice. So do me a favor. Do me a solid. Hit that share button. It looks like a little arrow. Points off to the right. That's what I'm going to do here for the first couple of minutes. That's what I have to do every first couple of minutes of our live streams. Get the word out. Get the word out. We'll do roll call here at 6 o'clock. Check in with everybody, see how everybody's doing. But for now, we got to get the word out. And I need you most absolutely. I really hope you are a subscriber to the channel, because once we get to 1,000 subscribers, we will be able to welcome Jen. Thank you. We will be able to save and archive the chat and conversations that happen during these live streams. So that's a goal. That's really my big push, is to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can activate what's called the super chat. And I don't know why, but for the last couple of live streams, the actual video evidence has mysteriously disappeared. And I'm a little upset about that, because I have a lot of fun on these live streams, and I mean, to be honest, I videotape all this somewhat for myself for archival purposes, because I have a good memory. It's just really, really short. And I went back, and lo and behold, the last couple of live streams are missing. So we'll have to figure out what happened to those. All right. I think it's going to be like that. We're going to have some technical difficulties here tonight. I really don't understand why. I don't know. I think there's got to be some sort of outage or something going on affecting the internet. But we press on, I guess. So yeah, if we do drop out, hang tight. We'll be right back, and that will always be the case until I give you a solid, well, happy tie-in and all that jazz. So, yeah. What time do we got? We almost got 6 o'clock. We got 3 on, and everybody's talking football. Maybe that's what's going on. Everybody's watching foosball, Bobby. But we say 6 o'clock and we mean 6 o'clock. So I don't know. We'll just get things ready. We'll talk about what we're going to be going. Little exciting things going on. Oh, I got one thing to show you. I think I'll grab that. So as you know, we're building up the brand. And this is the big surprise. This is what we'll have available here on the website pretty soon. I have to figure out packaging for shipping. I don't want to just cram it and yam it into a small flat rate box. So those will be available soon. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of those 4 hats available. Of course, stickers are going to be available on the website. And you know, they say fish don't live in ugly places, So why tie flies with boring tools? I mean, yeah, they serve their purpose, but look at the difference. Look at that. I mean, you tell me, what incites more creativity? And in addition to just looking beautiful, I mean, so easy to grab and hold on to, real comfortable in the hand. These are definitely engineered with the fly tire in mind instead of necessarily cost and savings. So, all right, well, I got close enough to 6 o'clock. It's not hackle time, but let's go ahead and check in. Let's see, who do we have out there? I know we got Jen. Welcome. Welcome, Jen. All right, class has begun. Let's get things going. All right, so tonight, you know, I'm usually all about the next epic popper hatch, but this time we're going to be talking about the next epic hopper hatch. How about it? So I got these Tomsu's hopper kit, and it came with various punches for the foam parts. Hey, we got Richard. Welcome, Dad. Go green, go white. Anyways, so these are designed to go and match up with a size 6 hook. So why not do a size 6 Moonlit 054. This is a 1x strong, 2x long. So let's go ahead and get the hook. Wait a minute. I'm like 5 steps ahead of myself here. We need to do something else first. And that requires my little needle here. And will that fit in there? That's not going to fit in there. I completely forgot about this step in the process, and this needle's going to be way too big. Oh, here we go. I bought some jewelry making supplies and stuff, and this is a long post, so we can just bend that and get that in our vise. And it's nice and soft, so we'll get a little flex and pull and bend around that. But what we're going to do, we'll zoom in a little bit here. Let's get with the program. What we're going to do is we're going to tie this in on the back half, and we're just going to pinch that body shut. So let's go ahead and do this. We'll start at the very end. We'll just cast on our thread. I don't want to cast it on there too tight, because I want this whole operation to slide when we're done. And I guess before I go too far, I can go ahead and clean up these little tag ends. From the molds. Not the molds, but the punch. That one come out pretty nice and clean. Alright, so let's go ahead and start this big bad mamma jamma. This is a UTC, or not a UTC. This is a Danville's 140 denier black thread. Alright, so I got the 2 halves. This is 2mm, and I stepped up. I'm not going with just standard craft foam. This is direct from the source. This is an olive from River Road. This is, you know, the makers of the punch and dies, and this is and that's. So let's go ahead and, am I doing this right? No. I want to start this way down here, because I want to slide it off the other way. Alright, we're going to get this right here, folks. You have to bear with me. This is a new kit, and we need to learn it. All right, now we can do it this way, because we want to do pinches underneath the body and all that jazz. So we can start here. All right, I'm just going to take nice 3 tight locking wraps. All right, I'm going to go underneath the foam there. I can even fold it back and out of the way. I'm going to run that forward to where my next little ribbing is going to be. And that looks about right. And what that does is underneath, it gives us a nice clean seam underneath. And then we can fold this back, run our thread forward a couple of bumps. I think we're doing all right. And evenly build up those bumps. All right, next we're going to transfer this to the hook. So carefully we're going to just slide that off of our needle, set that off to the side. Secure the hook in. Now we can start lining all this up. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to just cast on our thread a little bit. We're going to cinch this body down. We're going to tie that in like so. We'll line up the body. I think this is the point where we would tie in our legs. The legs are punched out. We did these in 1mm craft foam, so it's half as thick. And I'm just going to take the joint and match that right up with the edge there. Bring that back in a little bit. There we go. So that gives us the nice shape. And I'm going to come in with a little dab of glue at the end. I'm going to just pinch that shut. Alright, next let's get the other leg in. We'll do the same on the other side. Oh, gotta make sure we tie it in right side up. Here we go. All right, we're getting there, slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. So, all right, I'm gonna take a sip of coffee. That was pretty intense there. This is my Montana Moose mug, direct from the 406. I got my Army sticker and my POW, a little crisis line. All right. Oh boy, I cannot pronounce that. We'll just call you WC. Welcome from wherever you are. All right. Let's see, what do we got here? We have our rear legs tied in. I think we should probably bring our thread forward. What do you say? We'll bring our thread forward. And we'll add another ribbon. Poland. I'm going to learn how to say hello in Polish. I can say hello in lots of languages, but not Polish. I can say hola. I can say ¿Cómo está? That's still the same language. All right, we need some rubber legs. What do you say? Poland. It's got to be pretty early for you in Poland. I got a friend in Norway. He's one of my Norwegian buddies. All right, we need some rubber legs. Let's dig out some rubber legs. That'll go good with our little let's do, how about this? Well, how about these? These look, I don't know, perfect. Absolutely perfect. And they're kind of local. These went around the world, I guess. They went from, let's see, here in Stillwater, Minnesota. Then it went to Hairline Dubbin headquarters, to wherever they were sold. And then back to the great state of Minnesota. How about that journey? Look at that. We'll just dig out one leg, one rubber leg. I'll set that off to the side. We don't need too long of a piece, but we will need it twice. We can always trim down a little bit. Alright, so let's go ahead and get these little rubber legs in. And check this out. This is how we're going to do it. We're going to go from behind. From behind. I have the rubber in front. I'm going to go up and over and around. Look at that. I drug that all the way around. And huzzah. How's that for placement? And we'll give him a little pull. Alright, welcome Josh. Do-de-do. Let's go ahead and get the other side secured. We'll just do a couple wraps. Here we go. So that's where we're at so far. And I am going to trim this up a little bit. I just want to get stuff on here. I'm excited to work with this. I'll bring this down a little bit. Oh, too far down. I like it. All right. I think at this point, we also tie in our wing. Now this wing is just not any ordinary wing. This is, again, we're going with the theme of continuity here. And since we got the punches from the River Road, here we go. This is River Road sheep foam, wing sheet material. This is the speckled olive. Comes in all sorts of different colors, and it's nice and thin. It doesn't say how thin it is. Let's check it out. Alright, let's get the old calipers on there. And we'll put it to millimeters. That's the nomenclature we're working with. Alright, let's measure this out. What do we guess? I'm guessing it's a half. Maybe a third. Yeah, quarter. 0.25 millimeters. Maybe thereabouts. Anyways, it's good stuff here. That's super exciting stuff. Alright. Let's tie in our wing. And there's a top side and a bottom side from what I can tell. This is the way it naturally wants to curve, and I don't know, I think I'll let it curve up. I'll get that in there nice and long. Nice long healthy wing. I like it. I like it. We'll bring our thread forward. And we'll do our head. And we'll bring our thread forward, and underneath the head, I'm going to take a little dab of Gluya, and I'm just going to glue that together. So, in the meantime, I'll come in and do my whip finish. Right there. And that'll give that thread a little something, that glue a little something to bite on. I think we can cheat that forward just a little bit. We'll give it a little push. Let's go ahead and trim some of this out first. We'll trim this nice and flush because we're going to glue the palladium, the last piece. That's what we're going to call it. This piece. This gets glued on like so behind the head. Little cape there. We'll trim this off. Excellent. Oh man, what a day. What a day. It was kind of a lot of work getting those Christmas lights all set up. I like doing the Christmas lights. It's a lot of fun. Alright, so we're going to come in with a little dab of Glue-Ya. Right there. Give that a pinch and squeeze. Looks like we got a little bit sticking out, so we'll clean that up too. We'll clean this up too while we're at it. I have a little film canister off to the side that has steel wool inside of it. There you go. We can trim these while we're at it. That looks appropriate. Could have went a little longer. Now that it has a headache, that glue ain't going nowhere. Alright. Let's try this. We still got to do that back end. This is going to get glued on here. So, let's go ahead and apply a little dab of Glue-Ya. Thinking I should have just left the length of those front legs just a little bit longer. Let's check this out. All right. Let's do our little eyes up front. It's got to have eyes. It's going to be a hopper and wants to see. It's going to need some eyes. I like those eyes. And I have a little bit of Green Marsh Pro Marker. And I don't know, just dirty it up a little bit. Maybe we'll do the other side. Just to dirty it up a little bit so it doesn't look like brand new foam. I'll get under that belly a little bit. Boy, I like that. I think that turned out pretty nice. And I'll come in here with a little dab of glue. Let's get our glue, and I'm going to put that on just the tip of the bodkin here. Here we go. So just got a little dab of glue in there. Put it right there on the tip of the tail. We'll just pinch that butt shut and let it sit. So what do you guys say? Awfully quiet today. Got 4 of us watching. Sure everybody's watching that foosball, Bobby. Not I, said the fly. We got ties. We got flies to tie. And I'm going to get a little green on the inside of the legs there. Just give it a little camouflage, if you will. There we go. We're hopping now. Not bad. Not bad. I think we did all right. Maybe I'll go a little longer on those front legs the next time, huh? What do you say? Longer on the legs, or... Are we just fine? Maybe a little bit. Use that on the side of me. Yeah, I hope to use this next year. We'll definitely use this next year. So yeah, this will be one of the classes that the Fly Tying School will be offering here pretty shortly. We'll be having hops and hoppers. We'll have a hops and hoppers night at the breweries. We can just get together and tie some hoppers. I'll come in with all the components punched out. How about it? And that moonlet, I really like it on that moonlet. I was afraid at first that the moonlet would be a little bit too long, but I think the overall length on it, you know, we spend all this time honed in and focused on, you know, matching the hatch and becoming as close to the insect as possible, but then we forget that, well, what's that? Oh, that hopper has a big old hook hanging out of its butt. I don't want nothing to do with that. So, all right, let's do it. Let's do another one. We'll set this one off to the side. So what'd you guys think of that size 22 zebra? That was a lot of fun. Here it is. Size 22. So yeah, just to give everybody a little bit of scale, there's the zebra compared to the hopper. That's a 22 and a 6. Boing, boing. You know, the only downside to these hoppers is there's no hackle. But we progress on. We slowly move forward. All right, let's do it again. Let's find our little wire. We'll just pinch that in the vise. And once again, I'm using Danville's 140. This is the Wax Flymaster Plus series. Looking good, looking good. All right. We got another kit staged and ready to go. I put together 2 of them. I didn't know how long it would take to tie these. I guess that little nub doesn't even really matter because it hides underneath everything else. So we won't concern ourselves with that too much. But we do want to match up the tips. And this is where our first little indentation will go. Fold it back, run the thread forward, fold it back forward the distance you want it to go. Pinch and pull, and inspect. We'll run our thread forward. Pinch, pinch and twist, and pull and tug, and inspect. I think that's what we wanted. 1, 2, 3. How many did I do on that last one? I did 1, 2, 3, and then we tied it on. So we're doing good. We need to get our hook ready. That's for sure. All right. Again, these are Moonlets. 054. It's a 1x strong, 2x long. Similar to the 057s. The difference between the two is the length. The 57s are 3x long, and they have a straight eye, whereas these have the down eye. I've mentioned this on an Instagram live stream, but I am just really falling in love with these Moonlet eyes. Alright, so let's carefully, I guess I could whip finish this off and then cast everything all back on again, but with a little bit of luck, we'll slide that off. We can secure our hook. It looks like we had a little bit too much tension on that first round. We did pull the thread out of its tip of its tail. We'll fix that here in a moment once we get a grip on it. That's all going to get glued shut anyways, so no biggie, no diggity. There we go. I like it. All right. So let's check our length. That looks about rightish to me. That'll get us all the way up front. Whew, that was intense again. I tell you what. So if you ever have any requests or ideas or something you'd like to see me do either here on a live stream, or if it's a fly pattern you are working on and you don't know what it is or have any questions about it, and it's not already something that I have tied, I will be more than happy to see if I can't accommodate. I do owe Jimmy a Woolly Bugger step-by-step. I owe everybody a step-by-step on that Woolly Bugger. I just got in such a get her done mode. Alright, let's tie these legs in. We'll make sure they're about the same length, more or less. Alright, let's bring this forward. Couple of bumps. Here we go. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Alright, we're going to do our front legs now. I'm just going to zip that up and over and around. And we'll leave that kind of long for now. And on the other side, we'll tie that in. We'll worry about evening everything up here in a minute. There we go. Get that out of the way. Alright, I think this time I'm going to tie the wing in so far back. I'll have to consult my video. I think I'm going to do that right here. Do I want to tie that in here? How did I do on this last one? It gets tucked in under that anyway, so I guess we will tie it in here by over the legs. All right, let's go ahead and tie in our wing. Here we go. So I've been thinking about Christmas Eve. Let's see, we got a couple people on here. Who's down for a Christmas Eve live stream? I'm on the fence on doing a Christmas Eve live stream. But, you know, if I know I'll have a couple people watching, I'm definitely more apt to do a Christmas Eve live stream. I will do one on New Year's Eve because I don't have to be anywhere until way later in the evening. So maybe I'll do a little poll on Facebook, see if there's any interest on a Christmas Eve live stream. Otherwise, next week we'll do our Christmas themed fly. It just does not look right without having the... Unfortunately, the manual, the instruction manual that came with the punches, not that good of pictures. I know, you guys will definitely be busy Christmas Eve. Yeah, I might have mailed yours out. I don't remember. Things have just been so busy here. Yes, of course I mailed them out. Santa's Little Helper should be getting a package in the mail come Wednesday. And I have successfully lost the glue. There it is. There we go, a little dab of glue in there. And get our bodkin ready to clean up any excess of glue that wants to sneak out. This looks like it wants to run out of the bottom. Look at that. And I bet you I can even just transfer that little droplet to the rear. We'll pinch that back there. See, now we're being efficient. Now we're tying efficiently. We're using our little dabs of glue efficiently. Alright. Got the little shield for the back. That'll fit on there, wrap around there just nice. And we'll add our drop of glue. I really like using the gel and, you know, messing around with this kind of foam and operations like this. You know, if I'm just trying to get a bead of glue down on something to hold, say, thread, and you want something a little bit thinner, a little more viscous. Set that on top, give it a mash, and give it a push. Something tells me that I just don't have that segment right. I need to pull up a picture. That's what happens when we do this live, folks. I'm so busy right now trying to get everything with the Fly Tying School up and running. I haven't had much time to fool around and mess with some of this stuff as much as I would like to. I've been bagging and tagging Woolly Bugger bags, little Woolly Bugger kits for Woolly Bugger Mania. So the next one we're going to do, we're going to bump that leg forward so it comes out right behind the head. We'll give it an eye. Let's give it another eye. What happened to that leg? It just kind of went weak and limp and lame. Did I take all the stretch out of it? I don't know. See how all these other legs are just kind of nice and stiff? I don't know. Maybe I did take the stretch out of it. I stretched on it too far. Now they're these little weak lame legs. Here we go. It's something. It's not nothing. That's for sure. So next on the docket, on my list of flies that I'm tying up on my request line, let's see, I had the root beer midge, I had the zebra midge. Next up will be a Ray Charles. We'll be working on some Ray Charles. Even Ray Charles himself could catch a fish for using that. All right, let's come in with our green marker. We'll just muddy up our hopper a little bit. Give it some battle scars. There we go. I like it. Let's see, I think we got time for one more. We have to, I did not prepare a third one, so we'll have to go through the full process. Let's move the vise. And we'll sit down our little pad, and hopefully this will not result in the camera falling over. There we go, we'll set this one out of the way. Alright, so let's go ahead and punch some foam. What do you say? Alright, we'll start with the body, 2mm. Give it a nice push into the mat. And we'll get our second one. We'll punch out our body. Head back into the tool cradle, because these are razor sharp punches. These cutters are razor sharp. All right, set those off to the side. Next we'll get our legs. This is 1mm craft, or 1mm, not craft foam, this is the actual real McCoy stuff. Punch that one out. And to set that off to the side, we need to trim our legs. Not trim our, yeah, those are legs. Here's the scissors. Alright, and then we have our wing. Punch our wing out. Want to make sure you get it punched in all the way on the first time, because you don't really get a second chance and have it come out nice and clean. Alright, and the recipe did call for a 0.5mm foam, but that I do not have. I ordered everything else, but I didn't realize that this called for a half a millimeter. So this one gets folded, fold this one in half. Punch that right in on the seam. And we'll pull out our little Superman shield. That was fun. Everything's punched and made. Let's get our vise back into position. And we'll pan up on the camera. Yeah, that worked out. Not too bad. Alright, where did I put my hooks? Those are beads. There we go. Nope, those are size 2s. There we go. We'll get our hook ready. 30, not a 3366. That's Wednesday nights at the VA. This is a Moonlit 054. Size 6. Alright, let's get our piece of wire in so we can start our tail, our extended body. Okay, and I don't want to reef down on this too tight on these initial just wraps on the bare steel. Take a sip of coffee. That was pretty intense. I drink a lot of coffee when I tie. There's other tires out there that get tipsy, but for the rest of us, I'll trim off that. And yeah, pointless. It gets buried anyways. Quite redundant. Yeah, I did not catch the tipsy tire last night. I was watching bad YouTube videos instead. There's such a delay, there's such a lag. You know, it's, I don't know. I've been graced over too many times on the giveaway stuff, and I don't know. Run our thread forward. We'll do another segment. We'll run our thread forward and do another segment. And I'm trying to consciously, subconsciously space these segments out a little bit. You know, this one's a little bit bigger than this one. This one's a little bit bigger. So I'm just trying to get that segmentation a little bit bigger as we move forward. So, alright, we got our hook is ready. we'll do our transfer off of our pin. And it just helps to just kind of twist and slide. We'll remove that. And I'm just pinching this all in my hand. I'm just holding everything. It's not ideal, but it's working. Here we go. We'll run our thread up a couple of turns. There, I like that. That's going to do us just fine, fine, fine. You know what, this time I'm just going to run my thread all the way up and all the way back. Alright, let's do our legs. Yeah, this 140 denier thread seems to be the golden ticket with this size of foam. I've been experimenting with some 210 earlier, and it was just too thick, just way too thick. And if you go too thin a diameter when you're messing with this foam, is when you draw it tight, you'll likely cut it in half unintentionally. All right, we lost me for a minute, but we're back. I'm getting good at seeing when that happens. Let's see, right about there. I'm liking it. Now you have to be careful, because sometimes when you do bump your thread forward, you might expose a little bit of thread as a result of the way it twists up and works its way forward. Yeah, it should be long enough. So this time I'm going to tie in one leg here, and then I'm going to bump it forward to the next bump so they don't come out in a V. We still want to get this right behind the head. Now, is that what I want? Yeah, I think I like that a little bit better. I don't know, how do we feel? How do we feel about these legs? Do we go with these legs, or do we keep them off of one section so it's like a crisscross? I think I'm too indecisive right now. I just don't like the way those are sticking out. Nope, I don't like it. So what we'll do is we're going to leave those right there like that. We have to come back because we got to get our wing in. We got to get our wing in. And wing it. Wing it, wing it, wing it. Here we go. Here we go. I like it. We'll bring that forward. And we'll do our last bump. It does look more buggy. I concur. Alright, where's our thread? Take our thread up to there. We're going to give it the old 1, 2, 3. We're going to get this whip finish tool just because I like practicing that. 1, 2, 3. I like it. And I need to slide the whole thing up on the hook just a little bit. We'll see if we can't give it a little encouragement. Here we go. A little bit of encouragement. Alright, little dab will do ya. Get a little dab. It doesn't take much because if you apply enough pressure, it should run all the way out to the edges. Let's hold that there for a moment. Let's get a little drop. Take that. We'll stick it in the back side. Didn't really need it, but it's amazing how super glue, how well it sticks to the fingers. Sometimes it just won't stick to whatever you want it to. Alright, last but not least, we'll get our little sham shield in here. We'll give this a little trim first. Just a little dab will do ya. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, we'll give this one last little nip. Nip, tuck, and fold. Press and squeeze and hold and fold. Alright, now for a little decorating. It's gotta have eyes. At a minimum, you gotta have eyes on a hopper. Ooh, you know what I could do? This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna make this an evil hopper. Let's see, where did my eyes go? Where did my eyes go? Yeah, they go. I am thinking about, if it's not too big, we'll give it a big oversized red eye. I'll do 2 of those. Just to make this hopper look mean. This will be a mean hopper. Right on the bullseye. Alright, we'll do another dab on the other side. We're just out of the camera's angle here. We'll pan out just a bit. And let's see if we get the big old fingers. Carefully set that into position. Yeah, I like it with the red eyes. I like it with the red eyes. We'll just trim these legs down just a little bit, just to even them up. There we go. The red eye hopper. Red eye Tamsu's hopper. And we do need to add a little bit of camouflage, just to break it up a little bit. Just to break it up. Yeah, the red eyes look natural. I've never kissed a cricket or a hopper. It's about as natural as the hook hanging out of its gut. But it's fun. I think that's a nice hopper. That's a nice hopper. I like that one. I think I'm going to put the red eyes on the rest of them. I'll have to go back and glue those in. Alright guys, what do you think? Little hopper party, little hopper. I don't think I went in and trimmed that. Trim that down and let's clean that up a little bit. Alright, now I'm just getting ridiculous. Alright, yeah, we're gonna wrap that up. We're gonna call it a night. Yeah. So, stay tuned. Next Sunday will be not quite Christmas yet. It'll be the 17th. So, between now and Christmas Eve, yeah, I'll put a poll up on Facebook, see if anybody's interested. I'll do a quick live stream possibly on Christmas Eve. If nothing else, to wish everybody a Merry Christmas and all that jazz. So, alright guys, that's it for me tonight. Happy tying. Be sure to check out the website, All Tied Up, Fly Tying School. Give the video a share. Be sure to subscribe. And happy tying, everybody. Tight lines. Peace. Thank you.